Sometimes you just got to make a business decision. Today we're coming out to a single family property that we rent out and own and have for many years, and we just moved a great family in probably about 8-9 months ago. They need to move for some reason. Now as always, we always have a 12-month lease, sorry about that. So we're gonna go through, they just moved out, we got confirmation, and now the decision is, do we hold them to their full 12-month lease? And it's a business decision, because if they don't pay, what are the consequences? We're gonna talk a little bit about that today. Now, every state's a little different, so check with your local laws and stuff like that, but we'll talk about Massachusetts and how we handle it and what business decisions we make, and see if that helps you guys on your rental property journey. So as always, guys, we are Two Guys Take on Real Estate. We appreciate any likes, comments. You have a question, if you haven't yet, make sure you follow, because we're coming out with new videos every week. And we've bought hundreds of properties at foreclosure auction, through receivership, through short sales, made a lot of money. We made a lot of mistakes. We've learned a lot over the years, and we try to teach you guys from our mistakes so you don't make the same ones. And let's go check it out now. All right. Well, first off, the yard, I was worried that the yard would have been actually not mowed, but he mowed it right before he left. So with our single family rentals, what's so beautiful about single family is we generally have them handle most everything. Now, so they handle the mowing and general maintenance for the most part, because they're the only ones. Whereas we always still do exterminations, but our single family rentals, which they did leave someone's ball, but single family rentals, we don't generally do exterminations. We offer the service through our contractor, but have them, since pretty much they're the only ones in here that they can handle the exterminations on their own. Otherwise, they're taking their trash out, they're mowing the lawn, and in general, we try to have them do their own upkeep on the property, so that we can don't have to do this. I mean, they're the only ones there. Why would we do that? Now, if you have a light bulb, technically, yeah, it's kind of on us. If their smoke detector is chirping, really kind of us, but at the same time, I mean, I don't think it's that much to ask that they take care of and replacing the battery or whatever it is for these common areas. Hey, they probably don't want us coming in their apartment all the time anyway, and it just makes more sense if they can handle most of that themselves. We like to have 12-year, wow, I did it again, 12-month leases. So we like to have all of our leases 12-month, and they're auto-renewing. I mean, check in your local state what kind of language you can have in your lease, but we like to do that. The reason why is I like to have the security. We're putting in money before these people move in. We want to know at least we're getting that 12-month return. And ideally, with our single families, we're seeing people live typically a lot longer than what happened here, and we'll go into that a little bit more. But we like to have, just some kind of commitment that we know that we can kind of get at least some kind of return. So here we have, like I said, these people moved in about 8-9 months ago, and they need to break their lease. I don't want to go into specifics why. In this situation, now it's like, great. So we still have about 3 months left on the lease. We do have first, last, and security, so that can kind of cover some of that. But also we have, a situation where really they should be paying for the next couple months at least. And how do we handle that? There's a few ways in our state where we could technically, we tell them, hey, no, you've got to pay it regardless. And that's generally our stance is, well, this is your responsibility. Or maybe they could pay a fee to get out, so maybe they pay half of that, and we could negotiate something like that. That is a solution we have done in the past. Or we just say that they like to have to cover things, and they'll pay it and move on. Well, if they don't, which happens probably more often than not, and we're gonna go inside right now too, check it out. So, all right, so we have here, we actually turned this apartment over before we gave it to them. We kind of left it, we already put LVP flooring down. We actually refinished the hardwood floors before they went in. So, I mean, I expect it to be pretty good shape. I mean, floors look great. They cleaned it. I don't know why there's tape around there, but no big deal. Really not seeing anything. Oh, a little chest freezer. This could come back to the office maybe. All right. It smells in here. I don't know why it's smelling in here. Oh, I opened up the chest freezer. That's why. It was a working mistake. I mean, I opened up the chest freezer. That was a smell, kind of rotted meat smell. What happens if they don't choose not to pay it, right? Well, we can file basically try to get judgment in housing court, which honestly in Massachusetts would be difficult. Most likely the judge is going to not side with us. We could also file something with small claims court, which would probably be the way we go. But honestly, for a couple months worth of rent, the question is it worth our time? Is it worth the amount of effort we'd have to go? We'd have to appear, a couple hours there, building up our case and stuff like that for maybe a couple $1,000s. And I think we'd win, which is great, but I just don't see how that makes more business financial sense to do that. So typically we would just probably, in this case, just let them off. So I just, we like to try to make, smart business decisions, take our time on it, and really, make sound decisions. And in this case, I would say that, we did tell the guy that he owes the money and we'll see what happens. I don't know what he's going to do, but if he chooses not to, which might happen, we're just going to, part ways and wish them all well and not try to pursue it. It's just, there's a cost for doing business and a cost for that, and this is one of the costs. Now, unfortunately, some people will, move on and not live out the whole lease. Some people will destroy your apartments, which we've seen. Often, depending on the cost, we will try to pursue some kind of judgment there. But otherwise, we don't move out. Now, look, what's going on over here? Okay. I'm guessing, for some reason, it's not weather tight, or they decided that was the approach. Usually it looks weather tight here. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not seeing why that is there, but interesting. But yeah, so that's kind of just, here's the tissues that they were using. But I mean, honestly, other than that, I'd say I'm happy the fact that they left the apartment in really great condition. We'll have to clean it, obviously. Yeah, some stuff here has got to get addressed. They left a scale. Anyone want a scale? Small stuff here and there. Tub, it's got to be a thorough cleaning, but all in all, everything's in pretty darn good shape, barring the basement. I'd see nothing really coming off their security deposit. All right, so we got some little bit of items down here. Shop vac. Oh, they left their washer and dryer. Our brand new boiler looks great. A little exercise, a little treadmill. Oh, everything looks really good. So I would take nothing off really the security deposit. Just kind of, and then just like I said, that business decision, if they choose not to cover the difference of the rent that is owed to us per the terms of the lease. I don't know. I'd like to know what you guys think. Would you guys hold them accountable, even if, just for the principle of it? Or would you make the business decision to not fight it and not spend your time in court to argue it and then probably win? But then you got to collect, then you have a judgment, and you can collect it, especially with these are working class people, so you most likely can collect it. But was it worth your time? Let me know, comments below. Is it worth your time to kind of spend stuff like that, or would you rather just move on like we typically do in cases like this? I hope this was insightful. This is the kind of way we look at rental properties, and some of the situations that you're going to find as you own rental property, you're going to find this happening and making those decisions. Early on when we were doing this, man, we wanted every penny. It just like, oh my God, it's just the principle of the matter. But over time, you become numb to it. It's going to happen. You're going to get sued. You're going to have people walk away. You're going to have people destroy your apartments, all these kind of things. And you just got to try to keep that emotion tied down as much as possible. Hope this was educational. If you haven't yet, subscribe. We really appreciate it. Any likes, comments really helps the videos hopefully get up a little bit more, teach a little bit more people. And as everybody says, we also have a book if you want to learn more about foreclosures, Foreclosures Unlocked on Amazon. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.